Hello viewers, I have a Tolworth Test Centre exam for you today, and a few things. So because this is a real exam, then we will have a dash view record only. Also there is no sound because we are not allowed to record audio during the test, or we are not allowed to record the inside of the car as well. Obviously, as this is my student, then I already know the outcome, and I will tell you that this test was successful. So I will walk you through the route. Please enjoy. And well, we will see what we can point out, because there's always something to say. So we will see. So as you can see, leaving the test center, going left into Ewell Road, and we have a learner driver who started before us. So just remember to always follow the left lane, or the most left lane that is available, following the curve in the road. All right, looks like we're turning left. So the common thing is to ask you guys to stop on the left in one of the bays just after this road on the left. You see the learner in front of us is already indicating they will pull up on the left. Obviously check your mirror, go around them, and then we will see if they will ask us to park on the left as well. And you see we're already pulling up on the left, beautifully into the bay, nice and close to the curb. Do not touch the curb as well. Remember the thickness of the car tire way or so. All right, and after parking, it is possible that examiner will just say thank you, drive off when it's safe to do so. So it looks like that the other person is sort of following the same test route, I mean for now. So we follow the road, and at the end of the road is a roundabout, and we will see if we will take second exit or third exit, because that would be the usual thing to do. And just a disclosure, I am a fully qualified driving instructor. I've been doing this for over 10 years. Never really had time to make any of these videos. But you know, maybe this will help you to pass your test. Alright, the pedestrian is gone. We're just approaching towards the line, and obviously there was no one at the roundabout, so we avoid stopping, and with the left signal after the first exit, leave the roundabout, carry on. A little bit of sun, 24th of May. Alright, the learner in front of us is about to turn right. Let's see if we will do the same thing. Alright, look, you see, we're following each other. Alright, and it is possible that the examiner will ask the driver to park. So it looks like the person in front of us is doing reversing on the right, because that would be the only reason to park on the right hand side during the exam. And so we left those people behind, and now we are following the road. Obviously clearly visible 20 miles an hour Whole Surbiton area is 20. I mean, technically Tolworth as well. Berrylands, that will all be a 20 zone. So nice and slow, take your time. Slower you drive, the less miles you will cover. Alright, and we are arriving to the end of the road. Obviously T-junction, so left or right. Alright, looks like we will go left because the car is leaning left. Alright, no traffic, so dominate your position in the middle of the road. They might ask you to park again. On the left, we will see. Oh, you see, you're pulling up on the left. So that's the second time. You will park on the left a few times, 3, 4, 5 times, depends. Obviously, 6-point check, right signal, and off we go. Alright, the oncoming vehicle gave way to us, so we will follow the road, just responding to other road users, right? Cars are parked on both sides of the road, so it's absolutely fine to you know, carry on when someone is giving way to us. And we've just left Surbiton, we crossed the 30 miles an hour sign. So obviously it's time to speed up and clearly see on the video that the driver is driving a little bit faster than before. The road opened up and we will be approaching a T-junction at the end of this road. So again, left or right. Alright, so it looks like a right turn because we are closer to the center line. Blind junction, so we stop and we edge forward. If you guys are preparing for Tolworth Test Centre, those places should not be a mystery to you. You should be driving around those areas a lot with your driving instructor. Alright, just waiting for the traffic. The house was nice. Alright, nice and empty. So we're getting up to speed. Parked cars. So check your mirror. Okay, we have a train bridge ahead of us. Are we gonna go left? Yeah. So, oh, that's a very interesting situation. So obviously the driver is trying to give way to the pedestrian, but I mean, the road is very wide. I mean, obviously they're trying to do the right thing over here. But the road is very wide. Obviously, the other drivers, they're not giving way to this lady. So I would say just carry on. We don't want to hold the traffic behind us. And then this lady she waved, and we are making progress again. Okay, right turn, you see, beautifully done, because you always want to turn to your side of the road. Just make sure that you are not assuming that it's safe. Always drive defensively, be in position to give way, so you turn in front of those parked cars, making sure there's nothing coming, and then after checking your mirror, just go around those cars. Follow the road. Okay, there will be a giveaway line. It's a tiny crossroads. Again, difficult to see, so always stop. Very nice. And we follow the road again. There will be some signs on the left. Priority will be ours, so dominate your position. They might ask you to park again on the left, we will see, obviously. Oh, alright, you see, pull up on the left again. Now the yellow line is absolutely fine, because the examiner will actually mention that you shouldn't worry about the yellow line, just pull up on the left. Alright, so the BMW is fairly close. So very likely driving away at the angle, they will make you stop closer to that car so you can go around it. You see, that's exactly what's happening. And again, we are on our way. So driving away at the angle, the examiner will say that you should pull up on the left, leave about a 1 car length of space between you and the car in front. And this will be your box ticked for oh, little glitch, for driving away at the angle. Okay, we are approaching this junction. Not sure where we're going yet because the road, as you can see, the lane is fairly narrow. So I'm not sure where we're going yet. Cannot see any reflections in the car in front of us to see the indicator. Alright, the car is gone. Let's see what we will do. Alright, left again. Very, very nice. Yeah, the driver is very confident. It's nice to see. We've done a good job preparing this driver. Alright, approaching the lights. So it might be either straight ahead or a sharp left. Just using the left lane again. Doesn't matter really if we're going left or straight, you always want to be in the left lane. There's no road markings when you're approaching these traffic lights, so definitely try to use the left lane. And if we will be going left, just keep an eye on the curb. It is a very short and sharp turn, so you have to delay your steering slightly so the rear left tire will not clip the pavement. Alright, the lights are changing. Obviously always check those mirrors. Yeah, we're going straight ahead. So the road narrows from the left, check your right mirror, drift over to the right. And this is obviously a 30 miles an hour zone, so you want to make progress. So build up your momentum, even to a 4th gear if you're maintaining 30 miles an hour. But you can stay in 3rd, it depends on the traffic really. Alright, obviously checking mirrors when going around those obstructions. And we build up speed again. I mean, the surface is what it is, right? Sometimes there's some potholes. So obviously we try to avoid them. And following the road. Alright, so we are like 13, almost 14 minutes in. Why is it glitching like that? For now, absolutely spot on. I think there was only like 2 minor faults during this exam. Okay. Light is green. Obviously these people on the right hand side over there, they're pressing the button for the pedestrian lights. So if we'll be further away and those pedestrians are there, we have to expect that the lights might change because they've already pressed the button. The speed limit will change to 40 miles an hour soon. So we want to speed up over here. The sign is just over there on the left and on the right. Little bit of power, we build up momentum. And the tunnel ahead of us, please remember, because it's an arch tunnel, then you have to make sure that there's no large vehicles like lorries or maybe like big coaches or buses, because they will have to use the middle of the tunnel, and then for those type of situations you would have to stop outside the tunnel to allow the large vehicle to leave. All right, that's why we have this sort of additional lanes over there drawn. Okay, so it looks like we will end up in Cecilia Isles, so that's a double sort of roundabout. Now we cannot hear obviously what the examiner is saying, but they will ask them to follow Sutton and London. It's visible on the sign on the left hand side over here. And basically what we need to do is we will have to turn left twice. Now obviously I'm just guessing that because I haven't seen this video yet. I try not to watch those videos before, just to give you a first-hand impressions. So there's one roundabout which we are joining now, and then immediately after joining we have to stop again, or we have to give way to the right again because it might be empty, because we will be going left twice. So we have to give way to the vehicles coming from the right hand side. They're sort of coming from like a Hampton Court direction, and then there will be vehicles coming from Esher as well. So obviously it is busy, so we take our time. I mean, better safe than regret it later. Now a lot of people are worrying about hesitation, and remember guys that hesitation is having this perfect opportunity and not taking it. So if there's traffic, just simply wait, right? This is don't try to overthink that. It's just a junction, cars are coming, we wait. All right, so we went left twice and we are back on the 40 dual carriageway, and let's see where we will end up. Obviously cyclists ahead, so we are preparing overtaking maneuver, mirror signal, just making sure that there's no traffic obviously in the right lane, because that would be an issue for us. So looking well ahead, and obviously we just went past the sign, right to Claygate, straight ahead you follow Sutton and London, so I'm assuming they will go straight ahead. They are in the left lane after all. Alright, so we're waiting at the traffic lights. This area should be fairly familiar as well if you're practicing for Tolworth Test Centre. There's a Shell station on the right hand side over there. Okay, oh, it's the same cyclist from before. He's proper visible, I mean, wearing this high vis set. Alright, what will be the decision here? Alright, so it looks like the driver is leaving the overtaking maneuver for until they will cross the junction. Let's see. Alright, there's traffic from the right, so he cannot overtake. I mean, I can agree with this decision, not overtaking the cyclist immediately. It's hard to say because we cannot see the right hand side. We cannot see if there's vehicles on the right hand side when the lights change. Maybe there was an opportunity to overtake, but he decided to leave it to after the junction, and fair enough. No one will say anything because, you know, maneuver was done correctly. And we are approaching the roundabout, and again very likely examiner will say continue following London and Sutton. So I'm assuming they will go second exit straight ahead. Okay. Now obviously they can go left, but we don't know it yet. And make sure you obey the lane discipline. Oh, this is beautiful. You see, following the road around, not getting into the way of the traffic on your right. Left signal to leave the roundabout, like always, mirror signal obviously, and we follow the road again. Now this is still 40 miles an hour, although we will cross a 50 sign very soon. Now you see it here. And now obviously we want to build up some momentum. And now there's two choices. You either join A3, so you follow this road straight ahead, or you take a left, you bear left, like so towards Chesington. Lead ahead. All right, let's see what they're gonna do. All right, we're turning left, so obviously signal early, check your mirror, and the crucial thing here is that to maintain your speed, don't be afraid. The road is designed to drive at speed, so we shouldn't slow down even when we sort of taking a left turn. All right, okay, we're slowing down, so there will be a left turn. Oh, that's the same car from before. All right, and as you can see, we're crossing a 30 sign, and now this is a little bit narrow over here, like towards the garden center. So I would say stay closer to the road markings, especially because the left hand side could be a little bit muddy, so we don't want to catch any loose soil with the left hand side of our car. And now if you're looking at the vehicles which are coming towards you, they're clearly not crossing the center line, so there's nothing to worry about. We are staying on our side. It is narrow, but it's not dangerous in any way. A set of bends according to the sign, right? All right, and there's a bend to the right coming up, so please remember that you have to follow the major road without any signals. So you follow to the right or left signal if you want to continue driving sort of straight ahead, but it is technically a left turn because the junction is on a bend. All right, so we're still following the major road, and let's see what's going to happen next. Are the parked cars over there? Yeah, there's a car, so obviously mirror, go around that car, and then we have a crossroads ahead of us. 21 minutes into the exam. It looks very promising. Okay, turning right then, still a 30 zone. So progressively building up this speed. Okay, you don't have to rush it. Instructors' cars are slow. They're usually like 1.2 liter engines. So just as long as you progressively speed up, and obviously you want to maintain your speed. Are they going to park? Oh yeah. All right, so obviously examiner just asked the driver to park again. They will do a heel start because we are on the upslope here. So the routine is very simple. Press your gas, biting point, do your observations, right signal, and then always do a right shoulder just before you move off. You can call it a lifesaver. Just double checking the road, making sure that nothing changed. And we continue following the road. So we are on our way back to Surbiton now. This will be a change to 20 miles an hour. Where is the sign? Okay, crossing a 20 sign, few humps, a zebra crossing ahead as well. So obviously we check our mirror, just getting ready to slow down and stop. Okay. Don't kill my suspension. Very nice. And back to the area sort of where we started. Alright, the Range Rover is waiting. So obviously they stopped next to the empty space, so we can go around them. And we're still following the road. Right bend over here, so we follow the major road to the right without any signals, or again left signal if you would like to sort of continue driving straight, because again that's a T-junction on a bend, so we have to indicate to cross the road markings. I'm gonna park again. Oh, that's very confident. Obviously you don't have to get very close to the curb. Again, they're stopping on the left on the yellow line, but very likely the examiner is clearly stating that they can park on the yellow line. And like always, observations, that's fourth time they stopped. Always observations, signals, checking your shoulders, and we move off. Obviously back to 20, so nice and comfortable progress. I'm just wondering which way they will go. Okay, they're going right. For a second I thought they slowing down for the orange car, but they are turning right. Are they parking again? Alright. I think the examiner is just trying to lose a little bit of time over here because they are stopping again. That's like what, 5th time? Or they will do parallel parking. What's happening? Alright, so they will do a parallel parking. Okay. So this van came out from nowhere. Obviously, guys, make sure that if you doing a maneuver, try to start your maneuver when there's nobody around, because we've positioned in the middle of the road and then the van just showed up. I mean, maybe the van was parked on the right hand side, maybe it was just, you know, just turning to the road, right? Okay, doesn't matter, we're doing our maneuver now. So you park on the left with the vehicle in front of you, and then obviously examiner will brief you about what to do, and the idea is that you have to go besides the vehicle and then reverse back to where you started from. There's some limitations. You have to end up reasonably close to the curb, so thickness of the car tire. Plus, you are not allowed to use the space which is greater than equivalent to 2 lengths of your car. So our car is a little bit over 4 meters, so you have about 8.5 meters, let's say. All right, just looking for other road users. All right, okay, maneuver looks really good. We've parked fairly close. We can barely see the tires. Oh, that's it. He's reversing a little bit more, this driver, because he's just preparing his vehicle to drive away after they will finish the maneuver. So very likely examiner is asking him to drive away, and that's exactly what's happening. So we do our checks, obviously signals, and when it's safe we move off. All right, okay, the car will reverse into the driveway. All right, and off we go. So we are about 28 minutes in, so very likely this exam is slowly coming to an end. All right, approaching the junction. So if they are turning right, then examiner will say we will take a left and then a right immediately after. So you have to remember to position towards the middle of the road. Okay, the car is turning right, that's it. Obviously all 20, few humps, and then the traffic lights at the end of the road, unless we will take a right and we will arrive from the test center to the test center from the other side. So we will see what they will actually do. Take the humps between the wheels. You are absolutely okay to go over those horizontal lines as well. For example, if you would like to use the hump, which is not the left one, but the, let's say, the one on the right hand side, like here. And another one. All right, and obviously that was a show me question, which clearly examiner was asking to use the windshield washers or front spray. I would use the wiper one more time just to get rid of this a little spill that comes down on the window, but that's fine. If you're okay with this, like the line of the water in front of you, then examiner will never question. That's not their role. They're only there to observe, obviously checking those mirrors, and we are very likely preparing to a right turn. Just remember, guys, that those lights which we are crossing now, they can be red sometimes. They are pedestrian crossing lights, so just make sure you will always double check those, because you might be crossing a red light by mistake sometimes. Okay, so Douglas Road is coming up, pretty much the next road on the right. All right, so you are 2 right turns or 2 right turns away from passing your exam. Okay, nice and clear. We enter, and then the test center is clearly on the right hand side. Slowly, with an indicator, just arrive into the bay. Oh, the same Toyota is back. They were back before us. Park in a bay. Nice and slowly. Very, very nice. And that's it. Very nice. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This is it. Oh, I can see myself in the reflection over there, just taking my headphones out. Alright.